Hi, I'm Niklas.
And I'm Franz from LIVLØS, and this is track by track for our album And Then There Were None, out October 22nd on Napalm Records. And Then There Were None, the title track or the album, one of those songs that just wrote itself. So yeah, this one was originally birthed throughout various band hangouts, maybe sober, maybe not so sober, where usually at some point during the evening someone would grab an acoustic guitar and act like an ass. But more than often a riff or two will come out, especially Søren. He's really great at doing that.
Drunk riffing.
Yeah, drunk riffing, he's great at that. And all of a sudden I just had to, dude, can I just record you doing that? I could just hear an idea that he had, and it just stuck with me enough to, okay, we need to at least try something with this. And then that was the chorus, and then the following rehearsal he also came to us and said, hey, I have these two riffs, and then we slowed down the other jam riff, and that ended up being the verse, bridge, and chorus. And the rest of it, we were just staying here for a whole day or 2 days, playing it again and again, and I tried a lead, Kenneth did a harmony here and there, and we just looked at each other and
this fucking works!
Let's just call it for the day and move on to the next.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the songs we had the least changes to.
Yeah.
We had the original final structure of the song. We didn't change it that much.
No, at some point the solo and that section came in to play, that just came natural, that okay,
Yeah.
just put it there, I guess, and
Put it on top and done.
sprinkles. You got yourself a nice little bit
Solo day.
Well, so yeah, I would say this is by far one of our biggest efforts as a team, because everything just fell into place with random ideas coming in and out. And this is also kind of why it was a natural choice for us to make it the title track, because it just had everything that happens throughout the album. So we got the fast beats, we got the blast beats even, and we got the really heavy parts with some solo stuff and a lot of leads and lots of melody, all the things that we usually do spread out through the rest of the record. This track obviously has a lot of influences from especially Swedish death metal, but it also had to be open to whatever we wanted, like the leads towards the end and the acoustic guitars almost sounding harp. Like, it just takes it to a whole different place instead of just your everyday Swedish death metal track. The funny thing is that this was actually supposed to be in the middle of the record, but when we recorded it, Jacob, our producer, he just turned around. This is supposed to start the record, right? We're like, we actually thought this and that. He just went, it would just be so awesome if you could just start a record with
The theme revolves around life and death from different perspectives, and the good and bad aspects of both. Each song is a different perspective on that. Some are very personal, and some other songs are grand conceptual storylines, if you could call it that. So basically, the album is about the beauty of dying and the horror of living, but also overcoming the tribulations of everyday life as we did in that period and as we still do sometimes. So it's about the inevitable end that spans from a single life to entire galaxies. The lyrics for our title track, I originally wrote for the song Mortal Severance. I didn't think the lyrics really meshed right with the vibe of Mortal Severance. I think they had two different tones, and Then There Were None instrumentally had more of the beauty I was looking for these lyrics. This song is about the vengeance of Mother Nature, like an extinction event, like there has been before. So this is the extinction of humankind because we've ruined the planet and everything needs to reset, or as I write in the lyrics, rebirth to regain. So Mother Nature, or the Earth, kills every living thing, including itself, to grow anew. So yeah, there's a lot of imagery of more extreme natural disasters than is in reality, like setting the seas aflame and drowning mountains and boreal winters, where I was thinking about Fimble Winter, if anybody knows that, which is
Can you explain it to me?
it's signing Ragnarok. It's preluding Ragnarok in Old Norse mythology.
The same with natural disasters as a result of climate change and all that. It's not that we are in any way activists in the band, but it's something that's on everyone's minds. all the time. No, it's not a brand new theme, so to speak, but being on everyone's mind, it just makes for a natural lyric, I would guess, because it's your take on what does this do to your view of the world.
Yeah, when I wrote the lyrics, I was like imagining a lone prophet on a cliffside looking over an empty plain, preaching and praying for deaf ears, and humankind is parasites and vermin, and they breed and breed and breed, destroying nature in its wake. At this point, Mother Nature says stop. It just burns the entire thing down. So while he's standing there preaching and the world comes crashing around his ears, you just, in the final moments, hear 7 billion cries of catharsis. And then there were none. And that's the end of the world.